Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Buddy Talk. Just two buddies who don't really have a lot of time to talk, so we gotta make some time, and this is that time. So today is Saturday, and it's Sinister Saturday. It's not really dark out, so it can't be too sinister, but it will make it sinister, alright? With that being said, we'll move on into the episode. Starting off, who wants to kick things off? I'll let you decide.
I guess since you did the intro, I could do. Well, no, because I always start off right after your intro.
Okay. I'm going to talk about the Ginny Jones Show, which was a popular '90s talk show.
I remember that.
Oh, you know the show.
I remember it.
Okay, so this episode never aired, so you probably never seen this episode. But there's an episode of the Ginny Jones Show where this man named Jonathan Schmitz came on, and he was told that he was going to be meeting his secret admirer. And so he comes on, and he's like, yeah, I want to know who my secret lover is, you know? So he comes on, and he sees a, familiar female in the crowd, and so he walked up and kissed her, is what the fire marshal said. And that's when Ginny Jones goes, oh, no. That's not your surprise. This is. She said, this is.
Right.
And then that's when they brought out this man, Scott Amedear. Amedear? Amedure.
I think Amedear.
Sorry if I'm butchering that. But
yeah.
They brought him on. And so Jonathan was kind of just laughing, but you could tell that he was slightly uncomfortable, but he kept his composure for the show.
Yeah.
And whatever, and they hugged it out and whatever. And he made it very clear that he's a heterosexual, is what he said on the show. You know, he thought that he was going to be meeting a woman.
Right.
And he's like, oh, no, I'm not into guys. I'm sorry, type of thing. And I guess, I don't remember how long after the show. I'm sure I could find it. But shortly after the show, he said 3 days. Oh, it was 3 days after he taped. He returned home from an evening out with his friends, and he found an anonymous note on his door, and it was never revealed what it said, but it was enough to make him go in, grab his shotgun, go to the dude's house, and basically confront him about the note. And nothing happened right away, but I guess it ended in an argument. And then that's when and then he left, and while he was on the car ride away, he called and committed to the murder. And so now he's in custody. He's in jail.
Wait. And this happened because I remember that show was
this was in the
super
60s.
fucking.
This was
in the 60s?
No, 90s. Sorry, 90s.
Right. I was about to say the Ginny Jones
show. Why did I say 60? This was in 1995, March 6th.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So
yeah, this was in the hype of the show, I'm assuming.
Yeah. I actually remember those.
Shortly after that incident happened, they closed the whole showdown, obviously, for obvious reasons.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up though, man. Yeah. Hell, I mean, it's never enough to actually.
Said, because the note it made him mad enough to be like, you know what, that's it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's never really enough to actually take a life.
No, I don't think there ever would be. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean,
because honestly, who cares what somebody else thinks about you? I don't.
Right. I mean, just never understand, man.
People's other opinions on you only define you if you let them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right,
absolutely, man.
Yeah, honestly, I don't. That's my take on it. I think, regardless of what that note said, he should have never done that.
Yeah, he should have just.
Also, why did she have to word it like that? No, that's not your surprise. This is.
Right. Like, really just making a big spectacle in front of everybody. Like,
right.
Cut the man some slack. Right.
On stage. He's like, man, what's going on?
Cut him some freaking slack. You probably could have been the reason for some of that.
Oh, you think so?
Oh my god, like think about it. Think about you.
You think he got, he might have gotten so embarrassed and like
And guys like God talk typically and involves like people like, oh, that's why you gotta that's why somebody crushing. Like, I'm not gonna say the actual words, but I'm pretty sure you get the gist of what I'm saying. Like,
I get you. I got you. For sure.
Yeah. So yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's real sad.
It is, because I mean,
what the F?
that guy did, all he did was just like him.
Yeah, that's it. Nothing has ever been wrong with anybody.
Like,
I mean, it's
did he really need to leave a note? No, maybe not.
I mean,
but at the same time,
he's just he's just pursuing somebody that he's interested in, man. Exactly. But to unalive somebody, a simple, a laugh, you can laugh it off, tell him like, nah,
tell that he knew he was wrong because he confessed.
Yeah.
Which almost, I wonder if he had to have had remorse.
He had to. I mean, it was no reason to kill him.
No, it wasn't.
There's no reason. It's just somebody saying they like you. I mean, nothing in that note could have been that bad. Right.
He likes me.
Right. That shit is.
Well, if you don't date me, I'm going to murder you. Like, if the note was like a death threat.
Right.
Since you don't like me, you should go pay your mother and your father and your sister a visit.
Right.
Check up on them. See if they're healthy, Like, if it said that,
that'd be a different story.
That's a different story.
Yeah. But, just because I'm pretty sure it was nothing in there but him telling him, honestly, how much he liked him.
Right, yeah. That. Or, like, the worst it could have been is, like, him, like, writing some nasty stuff on it. Of, like, I'm going to do this to you. And at that point, I would just file a restraining order.
Right. It's just
like, you
still
don't need
words.
to go blow the dude away.
It's still words, man. There's nothing that words have never really hurt somebody to the point where you got to look and be like, oh no, this is it, man. I'm gonna go over there and fucking.
I gotta ruin my own life.
Right.
Take another life. Because realistically, making that decision gives the okay. So like, so here's the thing, because a lot of people have the mentality like, I'm just gonna, you don't matter type of thing, and so I could just boom, and you don't, it doesn't matter. But then doing that gives that person way more power than they even want to, because that person ruined your entire life.
Absolutely, man.
Now you're in jail forever, and you're like, man, was it worth it? No.
Nope.
No,
not at all.
It's never worth it. It's never worth it. You're taking your life away from yourself, and not like in the sense of death, but your entire livelihood.
Yeah,
gone.
No, for real.
Now you're a felon of murder.
Yeah, no, serious. Like, no, for real.
Try and get a job now. Go ahead. Tell me how that works out for you.
Like, it's not gonna work out for him. I'm pretty sure he's in there.
It would never
for a nice
for anybody.
We should see if he's out. Did you get the guy's name?
Yeah, I do know the name. Where?
That would be crazy.
Schmitz, on his part, keeps.
He's not in jail, is he?
He keeps a low profile after his release.
What?
Strict rules that prevent him even from shifting residence for an allocated time. He continues to live with his parents in their family home in Lapeer, Michigan.
What? No.
Since he was released from prison, he stayed away from the limelight.
What the fuck? When was he released? It should have his release date. What? In Lapeer, we're in Michigan.
We're literally...
What the fuck? This is insane.
That article was released February 8th of last year, 2017, from a Michigan prison. Oh my god.
So he's been released for quite some time, probably.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Fucking Michiganders.
Well, yeah, I mean, it has
to. He has to be from Michigan.
It's his family home, so yeah, they're from Michigan. Hey, don't you mess with us Michiganders?
No.
If you say you love me and I don't, I just might shoot you.
Women and men involved.
Anybody. When it comes to killing, I'm, what is it, pansexual?
What the fuck? Oh, bro, that
doesn't make sense, dude.
That is crazy. No, it is.
With that. I'm just gonna joke about it.
Yeah, man, that is wild.
Walks into our store one day.
Right, like he just goes, "Fucks up, buddy talk. I'm here. What do you guys have to say now?"
Really, when it comes to killing, I'm pansexual. Really, that's the best you could say. Come on, give me your best shot. Give me your best shot.
Hey, Kobe, like, Steven and James, there's someone out here looking for you. We come out there, he's just right there, like, fucks up, man. Like, be like, who are you? And he'd be like, doesn't matter. You guys are buddy talk, right? Like,
hey, you want to see the shotgun I used? Like, whoa.
Oh my god. Just to be on the safe side, you guys, everything is pure satire. Nothing there. Yes. Nothing.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's sad, and I'm not I don't have good coping mechanisms. It's humor, so, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to lighten my mood.
Just two funny guys.
Heavy weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, time to lighten the mood.
Right, because it's really such a
it's
weird
mood killer, you know?
Yeah. It just gets you
about things that get you down.
Yeah.
Like, okay, let's lift everybody back up.
Super down, because I have, like, obviously I have, like, gay cousins, like, you know, I can't just imagine the lifestyle that they had to live, or, you know, the things they had to go through because the choices they made.
Right.
So, like, my sister is a lesbian, so, you know, yeah, it's crazy, man. Just because you feel something for somebody else or the same sex, you get shunned, or, you know, just.
And I think that's what makes everybody else so scared.
Yeah.
And again, just to go back with what we said, other opinions do not define you until you let them.
Exactly.
So
all
right, let's roll into yours.
Today I will be oh man, something flew in my eye. So
funny.
I think so. So today I will be talking about the Algiers Motel incident, which took place in the 60s, the 1960s, Detroit. Actually, it was a part of. It wasn't a part of the riot, but the incidents happened during the time of the 1967 riot. It was
right. It was after, you said?
No, it actually took place, like, you know, in that time period. Okay. Yeah. So it was It took place during the times of the 1960 riots, 1967, because I don't want anybody to correct me. It was three young black kids who lost their lives that night, that sad night. Fred, I want to get their names right.
Kids,
Fred
man.
Arbery, yeah, kids. Fred Arbery and Carl. Three innocent black boys lost their life. Two, I think it was, of course, it was, around that time. So it was three Caucasian men and one black man. The black man presumes himself innocent. It was nothing really, no evidence that was really showing that he had any
that
physical.
Straight to him.
Yeah. But
nothing
he was there.
Connected him to it, but
yeah.
The worst he probably could get is being an accomplice, or what is it called? Whatever that.
Then there was
asset or whatever.
It was two Caucasian girls there who was for the black guys. They was chilling with the black guys. Of course, it was a lot of animosity from them being there in that apartment with these black guys.
Right. So
one of them.
You didn't even say what happened. You just said that they died.
They had, it was a little riot. I'm guessing. Have you watched the movie Detroit?
No.
I'm guessing it was something like.
So it was during the riot, and it must have been like these guys seen them rioting. It was like, oh, we can.
No. So it was basically like, okay, now I go into depths with it. In the movie.
Yeah, you didn't touch it.
In the movie.
This happened.
In the movie, which I feel like, because it's based on the true story. So in the movie, basically, the guys shot a little fake gun outside. That shot blanks.
The kids?
Yeah. The kids shot a little. Yeah.
It makes the noise, it pops and all that, but yeah, right, yep. Mm-hmm.
So they alarmed like a lot of people, the right people, I should say, because when they did it, it made these officers and military men, right? It made them spring into action because they thought it was snipers shooting at them. So they bust down, guns blazing and stuff, kicked the doors in, lined up all these kids, One of them tried to run away. Carl Cooper tried to run away. They slaughtered him in the dining room area and made his friends and them stand there and watch. So yeah, man, horrible. It's just.
So it was basically like a bad PTSD episode.
Allegedly.
Right.
This is back in those times. So allegedly these guys have fired something.
This was you said this was what time?
1967. Segregation and stuff still, Segregation and stuff still played a factor in things. Kinda,
Right. Hold on, let me see.
That's why I had to put the allegedly on there.
Because, yeah, that makes sense. Because the worst, like the one that was the worst was when we were sending everybody over to Vietnam.
Yeah.
And that was from 1955 to 75. So they could have very well had horrible PTSD. Mm-hmm. That was so bad. We were sending kids, and then the kids would come. It's so ironic how America works. You can't drink until you're 21. You can't smoke until you're 18. Send these kids to war, and then they come back with all this stress and PTSD, and they're like, I just want to smoke and have a drink. But I'm 17. I just killed people. But I can't come back and have a drink.
Right. So, yeah. It was basically...
So insane. And they were just like... Yeah.
It was basically just like... They had the National Guard there. So, if the National Guard really... I don't even think they really, legit fighting wars. They like the people that's all right, we got y'all here if we need y'all. What is it, like the Army Reserve?
The I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Like it's like basically people who just kind of sit at their home until we go into war, and they're like,
exactly. Yeah, so they sent like a lot of National Guard people over here, and then they actually didn't get too heavily involved in it because they looked at it like Detroit Police Department was just being real radical, and it was like they separated themselves.
right.
They didn't want any like lawsuits or anything filed on them, allegedly. So
Allegedly, allegedly.
yeah. So
Not
they
facts.
right. So they left and let DPD do their worst.
It's so weird.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, bro.
Because like,
actually, you guys can visit that place too now. It's a park now.
Where the riot.
Yeah, where the actual murders happened at the
Oh.
Algiers Motel. It's no longer there. It's actually like a park or something.
That park probably has some heavy air.
Yeah,
You're probably like the air probably gets so hard to breathe.
man, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you that junk probably is scary.
Oh yeah, probably for sure.
Yeah, that shit. Yep. It is now a park, a monument of Detroit.
So these guys, like, because could you imagine just playing, let's say they were playing Wild West.
Right.
You play Wild West with your friends, and then these old people come busting in the door. Get down, get on the wall, get on the wall.
That's crazy, because that's exactly how it happened. That's exactly how it happened.
Like they were like, oh, I'm back in Vietnam.
You have to see the movie, because the exact same way how you just said it, they like just came and circled the house, stormed it and stuff, and the kids like, what's going on? Why they down there? And one of the kids go like, they can't do this to us, and he try to run down the stairs, and he shoot him. The police see him running down the stairs because it's a motel. Wait, so you can see
officers?
Yeah, it was the police officers, DPD, Detroit Police Department. What? The National Guard was there, but they had left because they said DPD.
Wait, this
allegedly.
For some reason, this whole time, for some reason, I thought it was strangers that busted down the door, but it was the police department.
It was the police department, Detroit Police Department.
So now that makes me question the integrity of the police department if we're letting people who have PTSD onto the force. Because that's what they claim. They had
allegedly.
That's what I'm saying. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly's talking.
Yeah. So these guys.
Case. Then why are we putting people who have PTSD on the case? Like, isn't that the worst place for them? Is on the police force?
I don't know.
If they hear shooting, then they're like, "Oh, I gotta go take that person down." Like, no, that's not that's not an environment somebody who has PTSD should be in.
Right. Right.
Sorry. That's the last environment they need to be in.
Fucking slaying them. They slain them. I don't know if I'm saying that right. They slain the kids, slaying them.
Like execute.
Yeah.
Firing squad.
They slayed them. Yeah. They actually, they ruined lives.
What are we talking about? Me and you both were like slain.
Yes, because now people, right? Because now people about to be like, I don't think they know what they're talking about. Dude, they slayed these kids. Man.
You don't seem like you know the English language very well.
Right. Well, if anybody's listening and they want to go after me and Steven about the English language, I'll have you know. There's a multitude of spelling of things. I know how to
say supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
Actually, you just embarrassed us. But there's a multitude of things that spell one way that can mean a freaking like a lot of different things, man.
There, and there. And where, and where.
Right. Like, what the
What?
I feel like, I don't even know, man, because it's crazy because you sit right there and be like, that makes no sense. Like,
That doesn't make sense. And then like you accidentally miss like what is it, the apostrophe?
right.
And the next thing you know, actually that means they are.
Right. Bro, I would get so mad if somebody do that to me, bro. Imagine you taking a test.
I missed the dang apostrophe. Let me go back and oh there you go.
Right. Imagine taking a test and a teacher come and be like, "You failed," and you be like, "Why?"
Yeah, like, you forget all apostrophes and just sets that paper down and it's like an F.
Right.
You need to stay after class. All right, everybody else did great. And then you're like sitting in class afterwards and she's just like, so you understand that this sentence doesn't make sense.
Right.
You said they're going to wear their pants today, right? But look, that actually says they're like as in they own something. They're going. They own going. They don't own going.
Right.
They're going to where. That's the wrong where.
Right.
It's WAIR. You put where as in where are you? Are you okay? Is everything okay at home? Dude,
oh my god!
Get up and walk out the class.
Right, I'll just like, slide her a piece of.
I'll go take French.
I'll slide her ass the paper right back. Like, you know what, now? Goodbye. This class.
I would get my artistic skill going, and I'd turn that F into an A.
Oh my god! Hey, I've tried that before. Kids everywhere, please do not think that works. Your parents are not stupid, and they will find out. Like, I tried it. I tried it with my report card. Kids, let me just learn from my mistakes. I'm here to teach you. Like, I did it with my report card. I didn't want my mama to see I fucking sucked. Like,
dude, why did you do that?
What do you mean?
Oh my god! On your report card?
On my fucking report card.
On your
report card. Funniest shit ever.
Like
funniest shit ever.
Test, homework. But on your report, you said, "Oh yeah, I did an A in that class, A in that class, and A in that." Oh wait, you know what? I got to make it look real. Maybe it was B in that class.
No,
I will do an A in that class, another A in that class.
Listen, I fucking failed every fucking class. So it was no way that I could. It was a way that I could change everything to like a B. But then I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. I gotta have all A's.
You ever watch any like movie or show where they go in and they have that person that goes and hacks into the school system? Okay, I'm getting.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm in. All right, baby. We're getting B's and C's into A's and B's.
Right. Why didn't we have people like that when I was growing up?
Like, man, I wanted a friend that could hack into his system.
Man.
Instead, I had a friend that we would play cool math games.
I'm not going to talk anymore about the report card situation because it's a funny story and I want everybody to hear about it on whatever Wednesdays because it's like, it's funny as shit.
I got to think of a good like school story.
It is the funniest junk ever, man.
You know, honestly, at school, I didn't really have too much fun or nothing crazy happened.
Yeah.
So I didn't really, I can't really say I have any good funny school stories.
You got a whole bunch of other stories that's funny.
Yeah, right. I could talk about the time I was slammed through a glass table and then slammed through one of those big box TVs.
Right. That is great.
Real quick, I had my thumb sliced open, like
what?
Down to here. All right. So we had this picture of like, I think it was Kool-Aid. It was summertime, and me and my brother filled up our glass cups. this is all my fault. This was my doing, okay? Because it's so funny how it works. And we're like, cheers. And my dumb self goes, I'm going to full force cheers into his glass. So we go, boom! And my glass is the one that shatters. And the glass just goes cling, right through my thumb. And my karma, that was my karma. Right?
What the fuck?
I was just like,
he probably was like, what the fuck, Steven? What's wrong with you?
Seriously, we're screaming because blood is just... It was so bad, dude. It was so
bad. No.
And then there was the one time, which is all, it's all my own doing.
Right.
It was one time where the same brother, he was reading a book. I think it was Hunger Games, whatever he was reading at the time. And I had this piece of like the Nerf sniper. And you have to you had two orange ends. You could do that, but you could take one end off, and so then it's just a plastic piece and a metal rod.
Yeah.
Right. So I keep throwing it at him. I just keep throwing it over there, hitting his book. You know, I'm lightly throwing it. I don't have any force to it.
Right.
And then one time he goes, "Cut it out!" And he's not even looking. He just whips it across the room to scare me. And this thing goes, bink. Metal thing. Blood. I'm just freaking out. I get scared and just comes up. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I put myself in a lot of situations where if I was a smarter child, I would not have these injuries.
What the fuck, bro?
Oh, dude. What was I thinking? Throwing a metal rod?
You probably just wanted to play.
Slamming a glass.
Did you want to play with your brother or something, man?
I mean, if I did, then I would have just used the Nerf gun.
Right.
What we forgot to do.
He just whipped it over like, fuck you, man. And you're like, fuck, I'm reading a book.
He tomahawked it.
I can tell everybody about this story because after we tell all this crazy stuff, I'm pretty sure people will probably be like, oh man, this is a mood killer. We need to hear something funny. One day, when I was a young adolescent boy, I was riding this bike pretty fast, and I'm doing in my mind, I am doing 60 miles per hour, but in reality, yeah.
Bike.
Oh
yeah. No, you're going maybe 2.
Yeah, right. And I'm just going so fucking fast. And my little cousin, mind you, I'm 3 years older than him. So at the time, I probably was 9. So he had to be 6. Yeah. So he keep asking me let me get on because it had pegs on it. I'm no. No, and I just keep going. And out of nowhere, this one time, I just come back. I'm still going. And out of nowhere, I feel like a body jump on the back of the, on the back.
Oh, he hops on mid-jump.
Right, he hops on, mid,
No, I'm not going to lie, because I have done that. Doing
that
feels so powerful.
It does if you actually land it.
Bike.
If you actually land it. He did not land it.
Oh.
He didn't land. Out of nowhere, my subconscious kept telling me to keep going because maybe it was just, me, freaking out or, just something else.
Something. That was
right. And out of nowhere, all I hear is, stop! And I'm like, what the fuck was that? And I look back and my little cousin hop off the bike and his ass is out. But for me going so fast, it put a skid mark, it burned his ass.
He just had a tire mark.
Yeah, and it was literally no fucking lie. It was literally little shards of his underwear caught in a bike chain. All that
He must have hit the tire on the And that's what just spread it through his clothes.
And I seen him running. I'm like, oh shit, what happened to him? And I looked down at my bike, and that's when I seen like pieces of his clothes. Like, I'm like, oh.
And then you remember that you felt the body, and you're like,
yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. So I go in the house, and no fucking lie, he's crying like he freaking the fuck out. My mom and them yelling at me like, what the fuck did you do? I'm like, I didn't do nothing. And I walk in there, and my auntie is administering some cream to his ass.
He's got him like this.
So he's like laid straight on the couch screaming and stuff, like
just wailing on the couch.
Right. Oh my god, that was the funniest shit ever.
I gotta put this ointment on.
Right. His ass was burned, like super burned, bro. Like this shit was amazing.
Oh man, that's so bad.
I'm like, this kid's ass is like
man.
Oh my god. Fun times, man.
Fun times.
Yeah. It's another story.
This is a wrap.
Yeah, this is a wrap.
You want to bring up?
This is a wrap, man. You know, we're gonna save all the like giggles and everything for whatever Wednesdays. Yeah, man.
Yeah, we just had to lighten the mood up after those.
Had to. Those things can be like a mood killer sometimes, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Might not kill your mood, but it might kill somebody else's.
Right. What is it? Different strokes for different folks. What makes you move might not makes the other person move. Why are you laughing, bro?
I don't think that's the saying. Is that the
It is. Different strokes for different folks.
Okay, well, wait. We don't need to repeat.
You know,
just hold on.
Say
it one more time, but listen to what you're saying.
Let me get close to the microphone with this. Different strokes for different folks.
It sounds like a Budweiser ad.
Did it?
You got that deep voice man that's always. Are you a different stroke type of folk? Get your Bud Light and feel like a real man.
I'll do that for the ladies one day. Just go. Are you having troubles in bed? Why not try
different folk?
No, I can't do it. Sorry, this is crazy, man.
Is your folk not good enough? You should get a different stroke.
That is literally a thing. Everybody used to say it. Different strokes for different folks. I don't know why, but
heard that.
It could be taken sexual now because you know this is America.
Well,
it's
right,
2023 now.
Because I'm sure like strokes meant something else.
Yeah,
they're probably referring to like I don't know, who knows.
But you know,
referring to what you know.
No, it just meant different strokes for different folks, man. And that's what they used to say. Different strokes for different folks. What might not move you might move somebody else, you know.
Word.
But if you say that in 2023, if you go, hey man, different strokes for different folks, you might get some weird guy in the background that goes,
I'm gonna file for
like, what are you talking about? I'm not gay. What are you?
Dude, I'm really sorry. I don't want to offend anybody, but I don't swing that way.
That's only the jocks.
Oh, word.
Yeah, word.
Yeah, you be doing that, you know? Just giving one word answers.
Do
You
I?
know, like I'll be asking you a question sometimes, and you'll just be like, yeah,
No, I don't, man.
yeah,
No,
yeah. You do.
I
I'm
don't,
about to
bro.
call you out now. I'll catch you one time.
This.
Yeah, no, I will, and it's gonna be way more often than you think.
Oh my
It's
god.
something so simple too. Like we'll just be talking, and you'll just be like, yeah, yeah. That's it. That's all you
Stevie,
got to say.
you're an asshole.
That's not genetically possible. I mean, I could have one. I do, but I can't be one.
Dude, I probably do give one word answers sometimes. I don't know. A lot of people haven't told me that. You the first person that said that.
Oh,
I'm lying.
yeah.
My mom told me it.
Oh, really? Really? So what? This is what this has come to? Lying now? Friends, don't lie.
But she doesn't count. My mom is my mom. If I give her a one word answer, it's because subconsciously I want her to shut up.
Oh, dude, that's your mom. It's your mom you're talking about, dude.
No, I'm kidding, Mom. I love you. In case you ever watch this stuff, I don't want you to think that I'm some type of little shit.
Yeah, pure sight, pure set.
And pure Dan's tire.
Dan's tire? Who's that?
I don't know, bro. Some guy I met at the gas station.
Yeah, I met Dan recently, and he runs a tire shop. Yeah. How'd you guys meet? Oh, I was pumping gas, and I heard him like shout at the gas pump, like at the screen. You know, like if you ever go to those you ever go to the ones, and it's like cheddar news, like saying some bold stuff, and you're like, man, what is it? He was screaming at it. He's like, shut up! And I was like, it's automated. You can't just shut it up. It's like, oh, word. Hey, what's your name? I was like, no. What's your name? And that's when he was like, oh, I'm Dan from Dan's Tires down the road. And I was like, Dan, what the fuck? I've never heard of this Dan's Tire. Are you kidding? We're rated like number 1 on this road. Like a week,
Right.
But he still brags about it. Dude, we were
Right.
rated number 1 on this block.
You go Google them, they rating is like pretty shit.
Yeah, right, they're rated shit. He's like, we're number 1 in this block. And then you look at the block and it's just because it's 2 other residential homes. Like, he's the only business on that block.
Right. Somebody leaves a comment on there. Somebody leaves a comment.
Phil's Tire across the street is way better.
Nobody ever goes to Dan's Tire. I was there and I seen like 3 hookers and a crackhead come out. Actually, I think that's what? I think it's
that was Dan. And then he tried to sell me brake pads. Like, hello, I'm here for a tire.
And that'd be the comment up under it, the guy telling you what he's saying, and then another guy comment up under like, that's not a hooker, that's Dan. That's Dan.
No, dude, he gets confused a lot. That's actually Dan.
Like, that would be so funny.
Oh, and if you ever hear him start to talk about reactive cables, don't ask about them.
Right.
He's obsessed. I asked one time, I was like, oh, how much do those run? And I got a 2-hour TED talk about how they're good for your vehicle. I didn't need that. That's when because sometimes the shop owners reply to comments. That's when Dan replies. I'm really sorry you felt like it was 2 hours, but we were only chatting for 15 minutes, and I'd love to tell you about the reactive cables and how they can improve your speed. There's a
He started arguing with Dan.
It's a freaking paragraph about how it's good on mileage.
Like,
oh man, you know what's so
man,
funny,
that is
though,
funny.
is we're talking about auto shops, and this is the last thing I swear. We're talking about auto shops, and I just went to go get my girlfriend's car fixed. I took it to the shop for her. Not too long ago, and I went to a Mr. Muffler, and I heard him pick up the phone, and this lady asked him about, because like for some reason the phone is super loud. I could hear the person on the other end,
right?
but she's like asking about like tie rods or something, and so he mentions an alignment, because I'm sure you've gotten your car fixed, but anytime you mess with the tie rods or anything like that, you have to realign the car, or else your junk will just get messed up. And as soon as he said an alignment, like the word alignment, he starts yelling, No, I didn't ask that. I don't need you to upsell me anything. And he's like, No, I'm not upselling. You have to get alignment with tie rods. And she's like, No. And then he's like, well, how about you bring it in and we'll take a look at it? And I'm pretty sure she probably never brought it in because she thinks he's trying to upsell it.
Nah, she
has like, lady, you ain't gonna find nobody who's just gonna replace the tie rods without it.
Or her wheel gonna be like this. She gonna be driving.
She's gonna be like, it's gonna be like,
yeah, it'll get the swaying on her ass. She crazy.
Like what?
She crazy.
So stupid. All right, you want to do the outro?
Yes, I am going to do the outro. Thank you for tuning in with us. Thank you for having us.
I knew that was coming.
Thank you for being our neighbors. If you are our neighbors.
Thank you for being our buddies.
This is Buddy Talk. I'm really the kid. This is GQ Games.
Oh, I can't say my own name. That's fine. No, that's fine.
We're signing out.